Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's nice to meet you again today. How are you? I hope you are in a good condition, yeah. After last meeting, I think that this is our the schedule, yeah. The schedule for today is online meeting. So I have provided the material for you, and I hope you can access that everywhere you are stay. And you have to check the activity and also the kinds of exercise in this material, and also in the final explanation there will be a project for you to conduct and will be presented next week. Before we go to that point, so here we will discuss about the material or the text that I have provided. This is of course taken from the books that you have taken previously, so you can open page 9. Okay, so the topic today is about the construction industry in the UK. Here is the text. You have to pay attention on the way I explain or I read the text, and then you can try at home to read this text in a correct pronunciation. Okay, let's check this. The construction industry in the UK. The construction industry in the UK consists of four different sectors. The residential sector deals with houses and apartments. The industrial sector deals with big projects like factories and power plants. The infrastructure sector is for projects like roads, bridges, and tunnels. The commercial sector is for things like schools, hospitals, and office blocks. The client pays for the projects and hires general contractor to deal with subcontractor, equipment, and material. Okay, so that is the text. If we discuss a little bit about the text, yeah. So it it discuss about the kinds of four different sector in the UK, yeah. It is divided into one residential sector, the second one is industrial sector, and then the third is infrastructure sector, and then the last is about the commercial sector. So the totals of the uh, construction industry in the UK, the total is four. It deals with so many kinds of top buildings, yeah, many kinds of buildings and infrastructure that can be built in the uh, construction industry in the UK. And in this part also explain about how the client can make those kinds of building, like in the last sentence, it is stated that the client pays for the project and hire the general contractor to deal with the subcontractor. So the client firstly contact the general contractor, and then after that the general contractor can call or can contact with the subcontractor that deals also with the equipment and the material. So the client will not deals with the subcontractor because they will only talk or discuss with the general contractor about the kinds of building or the infrastructure that they are going to make, yeah. So do you think it is the same with the construction industry in Indonesia? Okay, you may make your opinion about that, about the construction industry in Indonesia. How many kinds of part or sector that deals in Indonesia construction industry? Okay, so after you understand about this text, I have provided a chart. There will be chart A and chart B. For chart A, chart A, so you have to fill the blank, yeah, for the first, the number one, and then number two, and then number three, and number four. Like the examples of industrial here, the kinds of buildings that built by the construction industry in the UK, like factories, and then power plants. What about this one, the industry in the UK? So what is the best title for to fill in the number one? And then for number two, there are houses and apartments. So what kinds of sector is it? And then number three, there are roads, bridges, and tunnels. What kinds of construction industry here? Or what kinds of sector is it? And then the number four, they are schools, hospitals, and office blocks. So what kinds of sector is it? Yeah, for number four. While for chart B, so this is the client, and then what is the best part to fill for number five here, like I have explained before. So the client will deal with who, and then this one will deals with this one. Yeah, the subcontractor, this will handle kinds of the equipment and then the material, and also part out the other things like labor or any kinds of procedure that happens in the site. Yeah, so you can answer this part on your book, okay? Go to the next part. I will explain about verbs. I believe that you have all understand about the verbs, but I will review a little bit about this one. The verbs are the action words in the sentence that describe what the subject is doing. Along with nouns, verbs are the main part of sentence or phrase, telling a story about what is taking place. The examples of verbs like build, make, dig, attach, clean, break, close, and open. So, what is the meaning of build in Bahasa Indonesia? Yes, it is correct. Build is membangun, ya. What about make? Make is membuat. What about dig? Dig, you can find the similar meaning in Bahasa Indonesia as menggali, ya. If attach, attach is melampirkan in Bahasa Indonesia. And then clean, I believe that you have understand about this one. Clean, membersihkan, ya. And then break, break can have many kinds of definition, like break memecah atau memisahkan, ya. And then next, close, yes, open, sorry, close is tutup and open is buka. Okay, good. So that those are the verbs. Now you can go back to the text and then find out what are the verbs in this text. You can underline the verbs that exist in this text, yeah. In the next meeting I will check your result, okay. So you can underline where is the verbs in this text, yeah. You can find out the verb. Maybe the verb that you can see here maybe can be added with s or without s, okay. And the next exercise, I have provided this exercise that you can see in the book. Complete these sentences with the verbs in the box, like are, consists of, deal with, hires, and pays for. So you can fill those verbs to these sentences. Number one, the general contractor, blah blah blah, subcontractor. So what is the best verb to fill here? And then the second one, the general contractor, blah blah blah, subcontractor, equipment, and material. So what is the best verb for this one? And then number three, the team, blah blah blah, a site manager, three roofers, and a plumber. So what is the best verbs to fill for this part? And then number four, roads, bridges, and tunnels, blah blah blah, infrastructure sector project. So what is the best verb for this one? And then the client, blah blah blah, the project. And for this part, which is the best verb from the provided verbs, okay. You can answer this part in your book. We go to the next part, so we talk about nouns. As also like verbs, yeah, I believe that you have already understand about nouns, yeah. A noun is a word that names something, such as a person, uh, place, thing, or idea. In a sentence, nouns can play the role of subject, direct object, indirect object, subject complement, object complement, appositive, and adjective. Okay, there are two kinds of nouns: proper nouns and common nouns. A proper noun is specific name of a person, place, or thing, and is always capitalized. Like you mentioned the name of a tourism destination or a city like Bandung or Jakarta. So this is kinds of proper noun. You have to write these kinds of noun by capitalize the first letter of the word. Like for example, Bandung. So the letter B, you should write it in a capital letter. Yeah. And also Jakarta, and also for example the name of the car like Toyota. Yeah, you have to write the T in the capital letter. So it is called as proper noun. And the other kinds of noun is a common noun. It is a generic name of an item or in a class or group that is not capitalized unless appearing at the beginning of the sentence or in a title. For example, you mention car. Yeah, this is the generic name of vehicle, right? So you don't need to write the C letter in car in capital. No, you don't need to do that. So because this is the generic name. There are so many kinds of car, right? Like Toyota, Avanza, and then for example Yaris and so on. If you talk about those kinds of part like Toyota, Avanza, it you should write it in capital letter for the first letter, yeah. While for the word car itself, you don't need to write the letter C in the capital letter, okay? Because this is common noun. And there is a way of nouns that it can be singular and it can also be a plural. So when nouns is plural, so we have to add as, sorry, this is typo, yeah, so there should be a double D here, and then you can add as in the final positions of the word itself, or es or ies to make a noun plural. Example, apartment. If the apartment more than one, so we can add s, apartments. Okay, and then for box, if it is plural, so we can add es, becomes boxes. Okay, and then for the factory, yeah, if it is plural, so we can write factories. Yeah, so this kind of examples how you change the noun into plural. Okay, next I have a house plan that you can see on the book. Yeah, here is the parts of a house for the first floor. Maybe you have ever experience on dreaming about what kinds of homes that you are going to have in the future, and for because you are a technic faculty students, I think this kind is common for you, yeah, to design a house by making the house plan like this one. Yeah, so for example, this is my dream house. I will have a house that consists of 2 floor, and this is my first floor house plan. I have uh, 1 2 3, oh sorry, bedroom. I have 2 bedroom. Yeah, I have 2 bedroom with the first bathroom, and then also there will be a kitchen right beside it, and then in front of the kitchen there will be a family area where there will be a stairs up, and there is a porch, and then dining area that connect to the kitchen. This is for the first floor. And for the second floor, this is the main bedroom, and then this one is the second bedroom with the bathroom, yeah. And there will be one connecting stairs down that connect to the first floor. So this is my dream house, yeah. You can see that my house in the future will have 4 bedroom, and then 2 bathroom, and then one kitchen, one dining area, and then one family area, and with one porch. There is no garden in my home, so maybe I will put some indoor plants, yeah, indoor plants in the sides, in any sides of my house. Okay, so this is my dream house. What you are going to do is you have to make the project. You have to make the project. You make a simple house plan and label it with the title My Dream House. You have to tell your friends about it and perform one by one next week by taking the house plan. Oke? Okay? Nah, itu projectnya ya. Jadi kalian membuat uh, rencana rumah kalian, jadi seperti desain ya, desain apa namanya, site-nya ya, seperti yang tadi dicontohkan. Rumah kalian itu seperti apa, dengan berapa kamar tidur, berapa kamar mandi, lalu kitchennya bagaimana, dining roomnya bagaimana, family roomnya bagaimana, lalu apakah apa namanya, ada kebun kecil di rumah kalian, atau ada halaman belakangnya, atau ada rooftopnya, and the garage, how is the garage, ya. You can plan your dream house. Jadi dibuat ya dream house kalian. Silahkan dibuat di kertas asturo ya, berwarna putih, kertas asturo berwarna putih, dan itu dijadikan tugas minggu depan kalian presentasi satu persatu dengan memaparkan hasil dari your simple house plan. Jadi sketsa denah rumah kalian ya, rumah impian kalian. Jadi buat sebaik mungkin dan semenarik mungkin, bisa kalian tambah gambar misalkan tempat tidurnya ya, semenarik mungkin, nanti ditampilkan minggu depan satu persatu. Cara menampilkannya yang tadi yang seperti saya jelaskan, ini adalah this is my dream house. Ya, my house consists of 2 floors with a garden, with a small garden in it, and then a backyard. Misalkan seperti ya, seperti itu ya. Kalian boleh konsultasi untuk contoh teksnya biar nanti saya cek dan kalian bisa hafalkan untuk tampil di minggu depan. Okay, if you have question, so you can text me in the WhatsApp, ya, whether it is private message or in the group. That's okay. Okay. I think enough for the meeting today. Thank you for listening the explanation for the material today. Let's see you next week with the project of your dream house. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you. So